Hey, gorgeous! Welcome to the Business Mindset Podcast with Holly Worton, which combines powerful strategies on how to upgrade your business mindset along with practical business tips to grow your business. This podcast features solo shows with Holly and also interviews with inspiring women entrepreneurs from around the world. Thank you so much for joining us today. And now, here's your host, Holly Worton.
Hello, and welcome to the Business Mindset Podcast, episode 221. This is your host, Holly Worton, and I'm back with another solo episode. Today, I'm going to talk about something I don't talk about that often, and it's a super important part of business mindset, and that is money mindset. Now, money mindset is something that I mention as a part of my business mindset books, including business beliefs and business blocks. But it's not something I've talked about too much here on the podcast, with the exception of the times that I've had money mindset expert Denise Duffield-Thomas on the show. And she's been on the show twice so far, on episodes 90 and 170. So because this is something that I've mentioned in my books, I want to talk about money mindset in the way that it relates to your business mindset, because I think that's really, really fascinating. And I think it's really important to consider, because unless you've got a hobby business, which you intend to be a hobby business, making money and turning a profit is a huge part of business. It's a vital part of business. So therefore, money mindset is an important part of business. Before we get into today's episode, I wanted to mention a podcast that I was recently a guest on. It's Amber De La Garza's Productivity Straight Talk podcast. And if you go to Amber De La Garza, and that's DELAGARZA.com/020, I'm episode 20. We talk all about workations and other productivity stuff. Amber is such an amazing productivity specialist. I recently had her as a guest in the Business Mindset Podcast's Facebook group, and she did a Facebook Live answering all of your questions about productivity. She's still in the group if you want to ask some more questions. Obviously, she won't be doing it live, but if you have questions, pop them in there. And very interestingly, very timely, she will be the guest on our next episode on the podcast. So tune in to episode 222 when it goes live next week, and you can hear all of her tips. She's super, super, super practical. We had a really great connection. I really enjoyed speaking with her for her podcast and for mine, and it was just so much fun having her in the Facebook group as well. So head over to her podcast, check that out. She's got really good episodes on productivity. So if you feel like maybe you need some help on getting things done, check her out. So again, that's amberdelagarza.com/020. And you can check her out there. And listen to my episode, listen to other episodes. Like I said, she's fantastic and really, really worth checking out. So let's talk about money mindset. Now, before we get into this, I think it's important for me to say that, as with everything, I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress with my business mindset, even though I've been working on it for years. I'm a work in progress with my money mindset as well. So I don't come to this episode feeling like I know it all. I do not. I've worked on a ton of my money stuff, and I still have a ton to go. This is such a massive topic. It's a really important topic, and there's so much money stuff to unpick. I've been a part of Denise Duffield-Thomas's Lucky Bitch Money Bootcamp for the last few years, and that's helped me unpick some of my money stuff. I'm now doing Fabeku Fatumis's Coherence Lab on money, which is also really fascinating and helping me to dredge up to the surface money mindset stuff in a very different way and help dealing with that stuff in a different way. I think there's, as with everything, no one way to approach this topic. You've got to find what works for you, and I will never tire of saying that, because I don't think there's one blueprint that works for everyone. So this episode was inspired by an email I received a while back by someone who said that, as a spiritual person who's sacrificed 26 years helping others with her gifts for absolutely free, she now struggles to make an income after putting these gifts into a business. She mentioned issues with consistency, feeling deserving, wanting to help all the planet, but not being effective in helping even a few. Abundance mindset. She says that for most of her life, the people who loved money around her were greedy and unethical, and she might have assumed money is evil. Yeah, I think a lot of us have had to deal with that. And I think that's why it's so important to look into just every aspect of the beliefs we have around money. So one of the things, the way I wanted to approach money mindset today is to look at how it relates to the other categories of beliefs. Now, if you've read either of my first two business mindset books, Business Beliefs and Business Blocks, you may remember that I've got 15 categories of beliefs and 15 categories of blocks that I talk about in terms of business mindset. So the first category is action and goals. Now, how does this relate to money? Do you actually set money goals and take consistent action to achieve them? That's one of the most important things to do if you're running a business. And yet, I think a lot of particularly new business owners may not be doing this. Possibly because they've been disappointed in the past when they've maybe set money goals and not achieved them. And so they just kind of quit altogether. And this is not the most effective way to run a business. So think about the goals that you set around money. When was the last time you set a money goal for your business? And what did you do to achieve that? Clean the slate. Let's draw a line in the sand. And if you haven't been happy with the money goals that you've been setting, let's look at your beliefs around this. Do you believe that you are capable of achieving your money goals? Do you believe that you are capable of taking consistent and regular action towards your money goals? Or have you become so disappointed by your ability to achieve your money goals that you have a fear of them, so you just don't set money goals? So look at this in terms of what beliefs do you have that are helpful around action, goal setting, and money? And which beliefs do you have that are unhelpful? What fears do you have around setting money goals and taking action towards achieving those goals? Got to dig this stuff up. And this is something that I've been saying over and over for years, and yet I feel almost like it's not been effective. So I'm going to say it again because I will never tire of saying this. You need to spend time on a regular basis. And for me, this was daily. So when I first started doing this business mindset work with myself, I was on a daily basis, making note throughout the day of all the mindset stuff that came up for me, and then working on the stuff at the end of my business day. So that meant every time I was about to do something or procrastinate on something, I would make note of the fears, the blocks, the limiting beliefs, the mind crap that was getting in the way. And I would write that all down in a notebook. And at the end of the day, I would use Psych K to change those beliefs at the subconscious level. So these are some important things. You need to be digging this stuff up to the surface, and you need to be doing work on a regular and consistent basis at those deeper levels to change those beliefs. Super, super important. And this is something that you need to make, I believe. I believe you need to make a habit out of this. This is what worked for me, and it's what I have seen work for all the women that I've worked with. You've got to dig up this stuff on a regular basis, and you've got to do the work on a regular basis, either with yourself or with someone else, to shift these beliefs at a deep level. If that doesn't speak to you, then maybe you'll find another way of doing it. But try it. This is important stuff. You've got to dig the stuff up to the surface and then do the work to shift it at the subconscious and or energetic levels. So again, action and goals. What beliefs do you have around your money goals? What beliefs do you have around your ability to take action towards achieving those money goals? What fears do you have around money goals? All that stuff needs to be looked at. So if anything's coming to your mind as you listen to this, if you're not driving, grab a piece of paper and a pen or a notebook or your journal, or write it down on the computer, wherever you're listening to this. Again, if you're not driving, write the stuff down as it comes to mind, because when you start digging the stuff up, you need to record it in a way that you can later access so you can work on it. Because if you just think, oh, yes, that thing, yep, I remember that, that's an issue, you're not going to retain it. Because your subconscious mind is just trying to keep you safe with all these limiting beliefs. It's trying to keep you safe inside your comfort zone. So write it down, either digitally or handwrite it. So that's the first category. Second category is change and growth. So if you've not been happy with your income or profit up till now, what are your beliefs about your ability to change that and to change your financial situation into what you want instead? What are your beliefs about your ability to grow as an entrepreneur, to grow as an individual, and to grow your money that you have in your bank accounts? What are your beliefs around change and growth as they relate to money? What are your fears around change and growth as they relate to money? Do you have fears that maybe you'll never be able to change and you're just stuck in a pattern that you'll never be able to transform? Maybe do you have fears around growth? What's it like if I do make all the money I want and then I lose all my friends and my family hates me and everyone's jealous of me, or they all ask me for loans and whatever? I don't know. What's coming up for you? Write that stuff down. So fears, blocks, limiting beliefs around change and growth as they relate to money. Dig this stuff up. Make a habit of it. That's the second category. Third category is clients. So, what are your beliefs around clients as they relate to money? This could be a bunch of things. It could be you could have beliefs around how much you charge, that you'll never be able to charge enough to make the money that you want. Maybe you have beliefs that you'll never be able to get enough clients to make the money you want, that you'll never have a steady stream of clients. Maybe you've been living in kind of feast and famine mode and you've just not been able to get that consistent income that you want. So what beliefs do you have about your ability to attract the best clients for you, the clients that you love to work with, in a consistent way that will help you make the money that you want and need in your business? Or maybe you believe that you have to say yes to everyone in order to make that money. Maybe you believe that you can't turn away clients. You have to take everyone that comes to you, even though you know at some level that sometimes you're not the best person to help a certain person. And maybe they would benefit from working with someone else. That's a belief that I think a lot of people have, especially at the beginning. You feel like you have to take everyone. And then after a while, you realize there's certain people that you can help more easily, and there's certain people that can more easily be helped by someone else. So what are your beliefs, your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs about your ability to get the clients you want, to make the money you want? And what beliefs do you need to have to make the money you want via these clients? Maybe you believe that you absolutely have to do one-to-one work with everyone and you can't possibly do group work because you're terrified of, running workshops or online programs, or you don't have the tech knowledge to run online programs. That's also part of client stuff. So think about that. What's coming up for you? And that's category 3. Category 4 is confidence and self-trust. So what are the fears, the blocks, the limiting beliefs that you have around confidence and self-trust as it relates to money? So are you confident that you are capable of making the kind of money you want? And do you trust yourself to manage that money once it's coming in? I think a lot of people block themselves when it comes to money because they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their ability to manage the money. They think it's going to come in and just flow straight out, that they're going to lose it, that they'll make bad investments, that they'll spend it all on stupid stuff, that they aren't trustworthy with large amounts of money, or that they aren't trustworthy enough to set aside the money to pay their taxes, and then they'll get hit with a huge tax bill. What are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around confidence and self-trust as it relates to money? And what do you need to believe in order to be the version of you that is confident in your ability to make money and confident in your ability to spend and save and invest money? And what are the beliefs you need to have in order to trust yourself enough to be making the money that you want? It's Category 4, confidence and self-trust. Number 5 is creativity. Creativity is a really important part of business. Why? Because as entrepreneurs, we are creating stuff. We are creating content to market our business. We are creating online programs. We are creating new experiences when we work one-to-one with people, when we create workshops, when we create online programs, when we write books, when we do videos. Like, creativity is such an important part of business. So, what are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs when it comes to creativity as it relates to money? Do you believe that you're a creative person who can create things that people want and need and that they will pay money for? Do you believe that you are capable of creating exciting, juicy, interesting, fascinating, desirable opt-in gifts to get people onto your email list? Do you believe that you are a creative person who can create captivating videos that people want to watch on your YouTube channel or your Facebook Lives? Do you believe that you are a creative person who has a skill to write a blog post that will get shared virally, or who could write a book that people talk about and recommend to other people? Do you believe that you are creative enough to create a podcast that people enjoy listening to? What are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around your ability to be creative in your business and to create things that will bring money into your business, either directly through creating something you're selling or indirectly by creating something that draws people into your orbit so that they eventually become a client and or buy your stuff and or learn from you? And what do you need to believe in order to trust in your sense of creativity that you can create these things that people want and need and will buy and that will attract them into your life, into your business orbits? So creativity is category 5. Category 6 is leadership and outsourcing. Now, I think a lot of people, especially healers, therapists perhaps, they go into business because they want to help people, they want to heal people, they want to facilitate healing. They may not see themselves as leaders, but as entrepreneurs, we are leaders. We are leaders within our niche, within our field. We are here to help people, and in order to do that, we need to step up and lead. So, what are your fears, your limiting beliefs, your blocks around stepping up as a leader in your field, in your niche, and being seen as a leader? Now, if you're a leader, you're running your business as an entrepreneur, there's going to come a time when you're going to need to outsource stuff. Now, some people do that from the beginning. Some people take more time to do that. So what are your fears, blocks, and limiting beliefs around your ability to outsource part of the work that you do? Outsourcing is a really important part of business. If you want to scale and you want to grow, there comes a point when you can't do everything yourself. So, what are the beliefs that you do need to have, that you do need to hold in order to step up as a leader in your field, and simultaneously, parallel, or at a different time, outsource the stuff that you need to outsource so that you can focus on your zone of genius and just do the work that you're here to do? That is part of stepping up as a leader, is outsourcing and managing other people to do the stuff for you. That's category 6, leadership and outsourcing. Category 7 is learning. Learning is a very important part of being an entrepreneur. And it's a massive part because there's so much that we need to learn. You know, even if you are an expert in your field, you're probably not an expert in business and marketing and sales and all the other stuff that comes with business, that's a part of business. So you're going to need to learn stuff. So what are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around learning so that you can learn the things you need to learn to run your business at the level that's going to bring in the money that you want? And what beliefs do you need to have about your ability to learn technology, writing, content creation, marketing, sales? What beliefs do you need to have about your ability to learn these things so that you can build the business that you want to have to make the money that you want? That's category 7, learning. Category 8 is lifestyle. So what are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around lifestyle as it relates to money. Lifestyle could mean the hours that you work, the stuff that you have, the house that you live in, how you choose to work, whether it's passive income, whether it's working one-to-one with people. So think about the lifestyle that you want, the lifestyle that you ideally want to have, that your business will help create for you. What are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs about your ability to create a business that allows you to have the kind of lifestyle that you want? And this also relates back to what other people are going to think of you if your lifestyle starts changing in a visible way. If you start driving a different car, if you start dressing differently, if you start going on holiday more often, what are people going to think of you? Think about those fears, those blocks, those limiting beliefs as well, because lifestyle, other people are going to see it if you start changing your lifestyle. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about your ability to enjoy the lifestyle that you want when odds are there's someone out there in your life that's going to think, what a stuck-up person. Like, she's traveling all over the place, and who does she think she is with those clothes and the shoes and the hair and whatever? There's always someone that's going to say something negative or think something negative. How are you going to deal with that? That might be a block for you. So again, lifestyle. What are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around lifestyle as it relates to money? And what beliefs do you need to have in order to create the lifestyle that you want by using your business to help facilitate that? That is category 8, lifestyle. Now, the next category 9 is marketing and sales. So what are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around marketing and sales? Now, this stuff is directly related to money. So marketing is being visible, is putting yourself out there so that people become aware of your existence, of who you are, of how you can help people, how you can possibly help them. It's getting out there in a big way and exposing yourself to new audiences. Sales is when you're having that direct conversation with people and trying to figure out whether you're a good fit and are they interested in working with you. This is a big hang up for many entrepreneurs, especially new entrepreneurs. And even as you grow, you can hit new hang ups in the area of marketing and sales. So what are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around your ability to market your business and to have sales conversations with potential clients so that you can make the money you want to make in your business? And what are the beliefs that you need to have around marketing and sales so that you can market your business in a bigger way and step up and be more visible to bigger audiences, to different audiences? And what are your beliefs that you need to have around your ability to have sales conversations that feel natural, that feel congruent, that feel aligned, so that you can help people understand whether you two are a good fit, whether you're the best person to help them, and whether you want to work with them. So that's category 9. Now, category 10 is money, so we're going to skip over that because everything that we're talking about today is related to money. This whole thing is about money. 11 is personal power. So this is kind of abstract, so let's get into it. So what are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs about your ability to step into your power as an entrepreneur so that you can make the money you want to make in your business? Do you think that maybe power is a bad word? That you shouldn't want to be powerful? That you can't be powerful and nice? You can't be powerful and kind? That you can't be... Nice people aren't powerful. And what is it that you need to believe around your personal power in order to build the business you want to build, to make the money you want to make? Do you believe that power can be authentic? Do you believe in your power to make your vision and your dreams come true? Do you believe that you are in charge of your own life, that you are in charge of your own business, that you are in charge of your own finances, that you are in charge of your ability to make the money that you want in the way that you want to? Do you believe in your sense of personal power? Do you feel strong? Do you feel powerful? Do you feel that your sense of personal power is attractive to other people? Because as you step up as a leader and as you step into kind of a sense of being grounded in your personal power, that's going to attract people to you. It's going to attract the people who are interested in being a part of your world. So what fears, what blocks, what limiting beliefs do you have around your sense of personal power and your ability to step into that power so that you can create the business that you want and make the money you want to make? Personal power is category 11. So category 12 is strategy, clarity, and vision. So what are your fears? What are your blocks? What are your limiting beliefs around your ability to create a strategy, a clear strategy, and have the clarity of vision to build the business you want to build, to make the money you want to make? So a lot of people just believe they aren't strategic, but oftentimes it's because they just haven't sat down to create a strategy, or they haven't worked with someone who can help them build a strategy. Sometimes you need help. What do you believe about your vision, your ability to create a vision for your business that will bring in the kind of money you want to bring in? What do you believe about your sense of clarity? Do you feel like you're always confused, muddled, like you just can't dream big enough, that you're playing too small, that you're stuck in your smallness? What are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around your strategy for your business, your clarity of vision? And what are the beliefs that you need to have regarding your strategy, clarity, and vision in relation to your business and making money? Maybe you need to work on some beliefs around your ability to create a clear business plan or to get help with that. Maybe you need to believe that you are decisive. Maybe you need to believe that your mind is calm and clear and focused. Maybe you need to believe that creating your vision is stress-free and that you're able to do it. What are the beliefs that you need to have around strategy, clarity, and vision in relation to money? Category 12. So category 13 is success and opportunities. So what are the fears? What are the blocks? What are the limiting beliefs that you have when it comes to the area of success and opportunities as related to money? So do you believe that you're capable of building a successful, highly profitable business? Do you believe that you have the ability to see good opportunities when they come your way, whether that's joint ventures or investments or investing in a new coach? Like, what are your beliefs around success and opportunities? And success also, let's go back to that. What are people going to think when you become really successful? What are they going to say about you? Are you going to lose friends? Are you going to lose family? Are people going to be just thinking you're awful because you have so much money now, so you're stuck up? What are the beliefs that you need to have around success and opportunities? Do you need to believe that success, that it's appropriate for you to be successful, that it's possible for you to be successful, that it's possible for you to be successful financially with your business? What beliefs do you need to have? That's category 13, success and opportunity. Category 14 is value and self-worth. So what are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs when it comes to value and self-worth as it relates to money? So, do you value your skills? Do you value your knowledge? Do you value the experience that you have? No, really. Do you value this stuff? A lot of people don't. How much do you value, and how do you put a price on the value of your experience, your knowledge, your skills? And what about self-worth? Do you believe that you are worth it? Do you believe that you're worth the prices that you charge or the prices that you want to charge? Do you believe that you are worthy of building a successful business that brings in the money that you want to bring in? So what are your fears, your blocks, your limiting beliefs around value and self-worth as it relates to money in your business? And what do you need to believe instead about value and self-worth? Do you need to believe that you're worthy of happiness and success and financial freedom? Do you need to believe that you have something valuable to offer the world? Do you need to believe that you deserve good things in your life, that you deserve a successful business, that you deserve to make good money? What do you need to believe around value and self-worth as it relates to money? It's category 14. Category 15 is visibility. This is a big one, which is why I talk about it a lot. And I actually wrote a whole book on business visibility. That was my third business mindset book. So, what are your beliefs around visibility as they relate to money? Stepping up and being visible is a massive part of running your business and bringing in the money that you need. Because if no one's ever heard of you, it doesn't matter how good you are at what you do. It doesn't matter how much you want to serve and help people. You need to step up and get visible so that people can see you, find out about you, know what you do, and decide whether or not you're the right person to help them. So what are your fears, blocks, what are your limiting beliefs around visibility as it relates to money? Do you need to believe that it's safe for you to stand out and be visible once you've made the money that you want to make? once you're achieving your money goals, once you have stepped up your business and lifestyle? Is it safe for you to be visible with this new lifestyle that you want to have once you're making the money that you want to make? So what about visibility in terms of it being safe for you to be seen in your business? Safe for you to be seen making the money that you want to make? Do you believe that it's okay for you to stand out with the money you want to make? Is it safe for you to be visible as a successful entrepreneur making the kind of money you want to make? Visibility is super, super important. It's not just visibility in terms of getting the clients. It's also once you've got the clients and once you're making the money you want to make, that's going to be apparent to people that you've changed, that your lifestyle is different, that your business is different, that things are growing, you have a fancier website. Is it safe? Is it appropriate for you to be visible with that? So what are your fears? What are your blocks? What are your limiting beliefs around visibility as it relates to your business and money? That is the final category 15. So hopefully you've been making some notes and hopefully this has dredged up some stuff for you. I really cannot stress enough the importance of bringing this stuff to the surface so that you can work on it either with yourself or with someone else. But if you're not happy with where you are in your business, whether you're just starting out, whether you've hit a plateau, whatever, if you're not happy with where you are in your business in terms of the money you're making, how you're making the money, this is stuff that you need to work on. Because sometimes just pushing through and taking the action doesn't work. It's not enough. The mindset stuff is super, super important. And if you're listening to this podcast, I'm going to guess you understand the value of mindset. That's why you're here. So do some digging. Think about your money mindset. Think about your money mindset as it relates to your business mindset. And go through all of these categories. Listen to this episode again. Listen to it multiple times. See what comes up for you each time. And write that stuff down. Record it. If you need additional inspiration for digging up money mindset stuff, go through the books. They're incredibly reasonably priced. Get business beliefs. Look at the beliefs you may need to have in order to create a successful business mindset around money. Look at business blocks. See what might be blocking you. Check out the business visibility book and see if you have visibility issues and what you need to believe around that. Use this stuff that's incredibly low priced to help you cultivate the habit of digging up your mindset stuff so that you can change your business mindset and create the mindset that you need in order to more easily build the business that you want and make the money that you want. I'm going to wrap this up now. If you have any questions, please let me know. Get in touch. I would love to hear what you think. So you can either email me at holly@hollyworton.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram and get in touch. I would love to give you a shout out on the show if you would like to share your comments. I would also love it for you to join me in my private Facebook group, Business Mindset Alchemists, so we can continue the conversation there. I'd love to hear what you thought of the episode, how it helped you, what money mindset stuff came up for you. So if you go to hollyworton.com/group, you will be redirected to the Facebook group and I will accept your request to enter the group as soon as I see it. And finally, whether you've been listening to the show for a while or whether you've just heard your first episode, if you're drawn to learning more about mindset work and you'd like to learn more about how you can work with me, please get in touch. Or head over to hollyworton.com/call, CALL, and you can book in a call with me to learn more. If you're ready for this, I would love to work with you and help you transform your mindset using heart-centered energy work. So, as always, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a quick review on iTunes. It would mean the world to me. In fact, we have a recent US review from Ginger Bear Blue. And the review says, I have loved finding this podcast on mindset because positive mindset is what we need to succeed in business and life. Mindset is also something we need to work on regularly, so I love listening to an episode with Holly. Thank you so much, Ginger Bear Blue, for your review, and I would love to hear your review. Yes, you who are listening to this. So thanks again, and remember to visit hollyworton.com/221 for the show notes on this episode. And again, also remember, tune in next week for episode 222 with Amber De La Garza. I love this woman. Podcast is great. listen to her podcast, listen to her episode next week. You will love her. So that's all for now. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for listening and have a fantastic day.
Thanks so much for listening to the Business Mindset Podcast with your host, Holly Worton. You can find more information about today's episode, including links for topics that were discussed at hollywharton.com. And if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to head over to iTunes and leave a quick review of this podcast. It just takes a minute. Thank you.